Stop scrolling, because if you're a senior collecting Social Security, SSI, SSDI, or even Medicare, you need to hear this right now. There are 7 common mistakes that millions of retirees make every single year. And the scary part is this. Most people don't realize they've made them until it's too late. And when it's too late, the consequences can be brutal. We're talking about delayed checks, reduced monthly benefits, surprise overpayments, Medicare penalties, and even benefit suspensions, all triggered by small, harmless decisions like not reporting a change, claiming at the wrong time, or trusting the wrong advice from the internet. Here's the truth. Social Security rules are not simple anymore. They're full of hidden traps, confusing timelines, and strict reporting requirements. And scammers know this. They target seniors every day using fear and fake benefit alerts to steal personal information or drain accounts. In today's video, I'm going to break down the 7 most costly mistakes seniors make with Social Security and benefits. Mistakes that can quietly destroy your financial stability without warning. I'll also show you exactly how to avoid each one using clear, real-life examples so you can protect your money, your eligibility, and your peace of mind. Because you worked too hard for too long to lose benefits over a technicality. If you want to stay protected and informed, hit the like button right now. It helps this video reach more seniors who need this information today. Now let's get into it, because the first mistake seniors make is one that sounds harmless, but it quietly destroys benefits more than almost anything else: not reporting changes fast enough. And I'm not just talking about huge life changes. I'm talking about things like moving to a new address, changing bank accounts, getting married, getting divorced, or even having someone move into your home. Social Security and benefit programs run on strict reporting rules, and when you don't update them quickly, it can create a domino effect that you don't see coming. One small delay can trigger a missed letter, a verification failure, or a payment interruption. And the worst part is, many seniors don't even know anything is wrong until their deposit doesn't show up. That leads directly into mistake number 2. And this one is incredibly common: ignoring official mail because it looks confusing or not important. Let me be honest with you. Social Security and Medicare mail is not written for regular people. It's written in government language, full of codes and terms that make you want to put it down and deal with it later. But that is exactly how people get trapped. One letter could be a request to verify your identity, confirm your income, or respond to an overpayment notice. If you miss the deadline, they don't call you to remind you. They don't send a friendly text. They simply move forward without you, and suddenly your benefits are reduced, delayed, or flagged for review. Now, mistake number 3 is where a lot of seniors accidentally lose money, and it happens when people claim benefits at the wrong time because they listen to bad advice. This is the classic situation where someone says, just take Social Security as soon as you can, or wait until 70 no matter what, as if there's one perfect answer for everyone. But there isn't. Your claiming age affects your monthly check for the rest of your life, and it also affects your spouse's benefits, survivor benefits, and even taxation. When you claim without understanding the full picture, you can lock yourself into a lower payment permanently, and that is one of the most painful mistakes because once it's done, it's extremely hard to undo. And speaking of taxes, that brings us to mistake number 4, which is one of the biggest surprises for retirees: not preparing for Social Security taxes. Many people think Social Security is tax-free, and sometimes it is, but for millions of seniors, it isn't. Depending on your combined income, your Social Security can become taxable, and if you're not prepared, you can end up owing the IRS money at tax time. This catches people off guard, especially if they're also taking withdrawals from retirement accounts, working part-time, or receiving pension income. It's not just about paying taxes either. It's about the stress it causes when you're living on a fixed income and suddenly you're hit with a bill you didn't expect. Now, mistake number 5 is the one that scares me the most because it's happening more and more every year, and it's costing seniors thousands. This mistake is falling for scams that look official. Scammers are getting smarter. They use fake Social Security calls, fake Medicare notices, fake IRS letters, and even fake bank alerts. They threaten you, they rush you, and they use fear to make you act without thinking. They'll tell you your benefits are suspended, your social security number is compromised, or that you need to verify your information immediately. And once they get your social security number, your banking details, or your online login, they can cause chaos. They can redirect payments, open credit accounts, or file false claims in your name. It is devastating, and it's especially cruel because seniors are targeted specifically. Mistake number 6 is one that doesn't sound dramatic, but it can create a huge financial penalty: signing up for Medicare late or misunderstanding enrollment windows. Medicare rules are complicated, and many people assume that once they turn 65, everything automatically starts and they're covered. But that's not always true. If you don't enroll during your initial enrollment period, or if you miss the window for Part B or Part D, you can face lifetime penalties. Lifetime. That means your monthly premium could be higher for the rest of your life just because you didn't sign up at the right time. And even worse, some people discover too late that they have a coverage gap, meaning they're paying out of pocket for prescriptions or medical services that could have been covered. And now we come to mistake number 7, which is the silent killer of benefits: not understanding overpayments and how Social Security recovers money. This is the one that blindsides people. Imagine you've been receiving your benefits normally for months or even years, and then one day you get a letter saying you were overpaid. Sometimes it's because of a work income issue, sometimes because of a reporting error, and sometimes it's not even your fault. But Social Security can still demand repayment, and if you don't respond correctly, they can start withholding your monthly checks to recover the money. That means you could wake up one month and your deposit is suddenly much smaller, or even zero. For seniors relying on that check for rent and groceries, it's a crisis. Now I know this sounds like a lot, and you might be thinking, okay, but how do I protect myself? That's exactly what we're going to do right now, because I don't want you walking away from this video scared. I want you walking away prepared. The first thing you need to understand is that most benefit problems don't happen because someone did something illegal or intentional. They happen because the system is strict, complicated, and unforgiving. It's like walking through a room full of tripwires. You can be doing your best, but one wrong step can trigger something you didn't even know existed. So let's start with the reporting issue. If you take nothing else from this video, remember this: whenever something changes in your life, assume it matters. That includes your address, your phone number, your bank account, your marital status, your work situation, and your living arrangement. Even if you think this is small, Social Security may not see it that way. And if you're on SSI, changes matter even more because SSI is based on income and resources. That means even small changes can affect eligibility, and if you don't report them, the system might pay you incorrectly, and then you're stuck dealing with overpayments later. Now here's where seniors get caught. Many people assume that Social Security already knows everything because they're a government agency. But that's not how it works. Social Security does not automatically know when you move. They do not automatically know when your bank changes. They do not automatically know when you start working part-time. And if you're waiting for them to figure it out, you're putting yourself at risk. The safest thing you can do is proactively update your information and keep records of when you did it. And this brings us to the mail problem. I know those letters can be intimidating. I know they can be confusing. But you must treat every letter like it could be urgent, because sometimes it is. Even if you don't understand it, open it. Read it. And if you still don't understand it, get help from someone you trust. Not a random person online. Not a stranger who claims to be an agent. Someone you actually know. The most dangerous thing is leaving it unopened for weeks, because deadlines are real. Once the deadline passes, your options shrink fast. Now about claiming benefits. This is where I want you to pause and really think. Social Security is not just a monthly check. It's a long-term strategy, and claiming early can reduce your benefit permanently. But waiting too long can also be a mistake if you need the income now, or if your health situation makes it unlikely you'll benefit from waiting. The key is that the decision should be based on your real life, not on someone else's opinion. And if you're married, it gets even more complicated because your choice can affect your spouse's future benefits too. What I want you to do is this. Before you make any claiming decision, make sure you understand the difference between retirement benefits, spousal benefits, and survivor benefits. Because I've seen too many people claim early without realizing they could have been eligible for a different option that paid more. And once you lock in the wrong path, it can be very hard to fix. Now let's talk about taxes again, because this is where seniors lose money without even realizing it. If you're receiving Social Security and you also have other income, there is a real chance part of your benefits are taxable. And if you're not setting money aside, you can get hit with a tax bill. That tax bill can force you to dip into savings, run up credit cards, or miss other payments. The best way to avoid this is to know your combined income and plan ahead. Even if you don't love dealing with taxes, a little preparation can save you a lot of stress. Now let's go deeper into scams. This is the part of the video where I want you to be extra alert, because scammers are ruthless. They know seniors are careful people, so they use tactics that bypass logic and hit emotions. They use fear. They use urgency. They make it sound like you're in trouble. They make it sound like your benefits are about to stop, and they push you to act immediately. That is the red flag. Anytime someone pressures you to act immediately, stop, breathe, and verify. Real government agencies do not threaten you over the phone. They do not demand gift cards. They do not demand cryptocurrency. They do not demand you verify your Social Security number in a panic. And they do not ask for your login password. If you ever get a call like that, hang up. Don't argue. Don't explain. Just hang up. Then call Social Security directly using the official number from their website. That's how you protect yourself. And if you're not comfortable doing that, ask a trusted family member to help. But never, ever trust the caller. Now, Medicare. This is the area where people get blindsided with penalties. If you're turning 65, you need to understand your enrollment timeline. And if you're still working or covered by an employer plan, you need to confirm how that affects Medicare, because the rules change depending on your situation. Some people delay Part B because they have coverage, and that can be okay, but only if the coverage is considered creditable. If it's not, you can be penalized, and the penalty doesn't go away. It follows you. That's why this mistake is so expensive. Now let's circle back to overpayments, because this is the one that can cause immediate financial chaos. If you ever receive an overpayment notice, do not ignore it. Even if you believe it's wrong, even if you believe it's unfair, ignoring it is the worst thing you can do. You have options. You can request reconsideration. You can ask for a waiver. You can negotiate repayment. But those options often depend on responding quickly. If you do nothing, Social Security may start withholding your benefits automatically, and then you're fighting an uphill battle. Here's what I want you to understand. The system is not designed to protect you. It's designed to enforce rules. That means you have to protect yourself by staying informed, staying organized, and staying cautious. And I know that's frustrating. Seniors should not have to live in fear of making one mistake. But the reality is, the rules are strict, and the consequences are real. Now let me give you a real-life example, because I want this to feel concrete. Imagine you're a retiree who moves to a new apartment. You update your address with the post office, but you forget to update it with Social Security. A month later, Social Security sends a letter asking you to verify your identity. The letter goes to your old address. You never see it. The deadline passes. Your benefits get flagged. Suddenly, your deposit is delayed. You call and you're confused. You feel panicked. And now you're stuck waiting for verification, which can take weeks. All because of one address update you didn't know you had to do. Now imagine another scenario. You're on SSDI and you start working part-time because you want to stay active and earn a little extra. You think it's okay because it's just a few hours, but you don't report it properly. Social Security later reviews your earnings and decides you were paid too much. Now you get an overpayment notice for thousands. You're shocked. You didn't do anything wrong on purpose. But now you're dealing with repayment and stress. That is how quickly it can happen. The point is not to scare you. The point is to make you aware. Because awareness is protection. And once you know these mistakes, you can avoid them. You can keep your benefits stable. You can protect your monthly income. and you can protect your peace of mind. So here's what I want you to do after this video. Take a moment and review your information. Make sure your address is correct. Make sure your bank account is correct. Make sure your phone number is correct. Make sure you understand your Medicare enrollment status. Make sure you know what income you need to report. And if you're unsure about anything, ask questions now before it becomes a crisis later. And if you found this helpful, please don't keep it to yourself. There are millions of seniors out there who are making these mistakes right now without realizing it. And one small share of accurate information can save someone's benefits. It can save someone's rent money. It can save someone from a scam. That's why videos like this matter. So before you go, hit the like button, because it helps this video reach more seniors who need to hear this today. And if you want me to do a follow-up video explaining exactly how to check your Social Security account safely online and avoid scams, let me know in the comments and I'll make it for you.